The excitement is building. The Red Bull Indianapolis Motor GP is right around the corner. Welcome to Steel Horse. I'm Steve Reeves.
And I'm Jodi Willis. We're here at the Wednesday night bike night at the Brickyard Crossing.
So you're that chick?
I am. On this week's show, we'll take you to the Champ Camp ride in Plainfield.
And for you Harley Davidson fans, I caught up with Leanne Luting from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We have a GP XR 1200 series coming up that you want to hear about.
We'll have all that and much more when Steel Horse returns.
Be there. Steel Horse is brought to you by Indianapolis Southside Harley Davidson, your Central Indiana Harley dealer since 1947. And by Ladendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Get yours at Indianapolis Southside Harley Davidson.
You hear that little voice? It says, "Meet me where the road touches the sky." It's time to ride. And when you're on the road, make sure you have Ryder insurance. Ryder is focused solely on the motorcycle community and has been for almost 4 decades. We know what it's like to feel the wind on our face because we're riders ourselves. Come see the difference. Ride with Ryder.
If you've been injured in a car accident through no fault of your own, don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you.
Don't believe you'll be taken care of.
Don't believe it will all work out. Don't believe anything until you've talked to us. The risk is too big.
Accidents happen in a minute, but the impact can be lifelong.
You need an attorney to help you get the compensation you deserve. You need us. We're Ladendorf Law. Call us first.
Call 842-5800 or visit Ladendorf.com.
Steve Holt from Avon asks, does Ducati make a cruiser?
Thanks for your question, Steve. Ducati does not make a cruiser as the usual description of a cruiser goes. However, we do make the Diavo, which is this bike to my left, with a 30-inch seat height and bars that are fairly high, so your riding position is similar to that of a cruiser. This bike, though, has 3 modes: sport, touring, and urban mode, with horsepower as high as 162 or as low as 100 horsepower. So it's technologically, it's very advanced. It's the fastest accelerating bike that Ducati has in their inventory at 2.6 seconds from 0 to 60. So it's not a cruiser, but it actually is very popular with a lot of people who like to ride cruisers. It's more of a muscle bike. And you've heard this straight from the horse's mouth.
Welcome back to Steel Horse.
We're in Plainfield for a very special ride for one of our sponsors, Mark Ladendorf.
Yeah, it's the Champ Camp ride, and you know we've been looking forward to this all summer. You guys know we've been waiting on this ride for a long time. Now that it's finally here, what are your guys' thoughts on today's activities?
Oh, this is great, and we're so proud of everybody coming out here to support Champ Camp and the Eagles Lodge to donate all the volunteers and time that they're giving to this. And we brought our son Luke, and he's just so happy to be here. He got so excited. He got up at 7 in the morning to get out here, and he's just thrilled to be part of this.
Well, I hope the rain holds off and you guys have a great ride today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jodi.
It's a great day, and we appreciate all the support from the bikers, and we're looking forward to the ride.
You know, I've heard so many great things about Champ Camp, and this ride today is shaping up to be a big ride.
Yes, that's what I hear. I understand we have about 150 riders registered, which is wonderful. It's a great cause that they're out here riding for today, and we're just really thankful that they're coming out.
Now, Luke here, you know, he won't get to go to Champ Camp anymore because he graduated high school, and we kind of know that story. But he wants to, and his family wants to give other kids the same opportunity that he had.
Absolutely. We have a great group of campers that come back every year until they do graduate near the end of their high school years. But the camp gives so many kids the opportunity to do things that they typically don't get to do on a normal basis, but other kids do get the opportunity to do.
How'd you hear about today's ride?
Our boss, Steve Gottlieb, owner of GMG Motors, has a daughter who's in Champ Camp.
I'll tell you what, Champ Camp's a really great thing. The weather looked kind of scary this morning, but a lot of people are showing up.
Right, it's nice now. We're ready.
Any day's a good day for a ride.
Yes, any day. We've been riding in like 35-degree weather before, so it's nothing for us.
Sherry, you spent a lot of time organizing this ride. Tell me everything that went into it and how today's turned out.
Well, so far it's turned out pretty good. I think the rain's kind of keeping everybody away. Sun's coming out. Doesn't take a lot. Get the flyers out, advertisement, let people know about it. Just hope they show up.
So what gave you the idea to do this ride originally?
We was approached by Mark Ladendorf, and he asked us if we could help him out, and we said yes.
So what brings you on this ride today?
Just to help the kids. Anything to help the kids. I'm always up for it.
Yeah, well, I hope it doesn't rain on you.
Oh, I think we're going to end up with lucky and not have any rain today. Just enough to spot the bikes.
I hope so. Just enough so you have to wash it when you get home?
Absolutely. But I like doing that too.
I love it. This is the first ride I've ever been on. I hope it don't rain. I hope we have a good time. Looks like a good time.
Well, you know, when we go on these rides and people are helping other people, God has a way to open up the clouds and let the sun shine.
Oh, yeah, he surely will. After last night, we need some help. After the accident out at the State Fair, we could use a good day of weather. Be good. Help people out. You got to feel good for people.
This is a quilt that somebody, a volunteer, had made, taking different pictures from camp. And you can see a lot of our campers here. Just great happy times at camp, and then they put it together and auctioned it off to raise money for Champ Camp at one of our auctions. So
well, it's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, some great memories.
And I bet it took a lot of time to make that.
I'm sure it did. I don't quilt, so I have no idea.
Give me an M. M. Give me an A-R-A. A-R-A. Give me a D. D. Give me an E. E. Give me an E. R-I-E. R-I-E. What's that spell? Camaraderie. What's that spell? Camaraderie. What's that mean?
Jeff, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen anybody do. What gave you the idea?
You guys have been mentioning my wife on the show and the word that she just loves to hear on the show, so we decided we'd just do something a little bit different and bring out the word, and you know, that's what we came up with. It was either that or the Mickey Mouse theme.
Well, it was awesome, and I'm really surprised that no one knows what camaraderie means.
The look you saw there was pretty indicative of what everybody thinks of camaraderie, so we like it, so it's our tribute to it.
I would encourage them to go to our website, which is champcamp.org. That's the best place to find information. There's office contact information, and they can just read a whole lot more about what Champ Camp has to offer for their kids.
And if any of our viewers want to make a donation to help you, this is the same website?
Absolutely. Champcamp.org. There's a Donate Now button, and we would be very grateful for anybody who can donate to Champ Camp.
100 people who pledged their time to support this camp, and they support it by giving a whole week of their lives to Champ Camp. And the disabled kids, well, we call them abled, because they're able to do so many things by being part of Champ Camp, and they get to be here. Our son Luke has been able to participate 8 years. We're very proud of it. He graduated this year, and we're even more proud of him because we had to throw a graduation party for him for that too. And Luke, they're clapping for you.
Looks like Luke's lined up, ready to go.
We do have an award that we would like to present, and it was difficult. We are presenting Ladendorf's Top Bike Choice Award. You all have beautiful bikes. I'll have to say that with Champ Camp, we do things that have a lot of heart. behind it and looking at all of your bikes. I know you all have put a lot of time and energy into that, but I think our top choice today is the Semper Fi bike because of the meaning behind it. It has a lot of heart, and we went with that today. So thank you so much and congratulations.
Installment of the Southside Harley Davidson calendar.
You know, a lot of safety precautions go into putting on an event like the MotoGP. Now let's check in with Jim Yaney for this week's Safety 101.
Hi everybody. This week we're going to talk about cross-country trips. The weather's beautiful now, and it's time to get out and go some places. Before you get on the bike and take off, plan your trip out thoroughly. And always plan for the, how do I want to say it, the incidentals. Number one, take your medical information. Take information about your prescriptions. Know what to do in case you get into a place where there's no cell phone reception. Plan for breakdowns, and then of course, the money part of it. On your route, before you leave, remember there's going to be weather extremes as well. It's going to be hot some places, extremely cold, and this all can happen in one day. So try to pack clothes that are actually dual layer, dual purpose clothes. Ones you can layer on, layer off, and yet wash at night to clean up. Last but not least, when you take a cross-country trip, after you're all packed and ready to go, throw the watch away. Don't be in a hurry. Enjoy yourself. That's what you're taking the trip to begin with. So relax, explore, search, because motorcycling, that's what it was designed for. Hey, until next week, I'll see you on the road.
Pitbull Leather is a must-stop on my ride to Nashville.
I love shopping at Pitbull Leather. They have everything a rider could want. So next time you're in Nashville, be sure to stop in. And just because I ride, I get 10% off.
Pitbull Leather, good deals, good times.
The 200-mile-per-hour gravity-defying action of the Red Bull Indianapolis GP is bigger and better August 26th through the 28th. Because when the sun goes down, the party fires up. Celebrate IMS After Dark with concerts Friday and Saturday nights. Main Street will be rockin' till 10 inside IMS. Plus, feel the Harley Thunder with the new XR 1200 Racing and visit the new V-Twin area. Tickets are just $10 Friday, $20 Saturday. Race day tickets start at $40. Kids 12 and under are free with the purchase of an adult general admission ticket. Visit IMSTix.com to get your tickets today.
If you're involved in a car accident, the first thing you should do is call your insurance agent, right?
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't realize they may be entitled to more money if they simply call us first. We know the hassles after an accident can be stressful. We can help. The insurance company is prepared. Are you? There's a reason Ladendorf Law handles so many accident cases. Curious? Call me. Why Ladendorf? Just compensation.
Don't think you can afford a new Harley Davidson motorcycle? Think again. Think Harley Davidson of Bloomington. A pure uncut Harley street machine can be had for a lot less than you think. A whole new brood of Harley Davidson motorcycles that won't make your wallet a pit of despair. Check out the dark custom line of motorcycles, including the Crossbones, the Nightster, and the all-new Black line. Accelerate your fun at Harley Davidson of Bloomington.
When I'm out on the track, I got to give it everything that I have. I need skill, reflexes, and coordination to win races. And it's really no different on the highway. And just one alcoholic drink can impair your ability to ride safely. So be responsible and know when to leave your bike parked and make it home safely. We're all here to have a little fun, but a DUI or wrecking your bike, well, that'd be just stupid. So ride safe, Indiana, and let's make it none for the road.
Now, if you're like me, you're worried about where your bike is all the time, And Larry from InfoTrace is going to tell us about their product. Was it Rider Eye?
Rider's Eye. It's our brand. Basically, we have a device that you can hide on your bike that allows you to locate and track your bike in real time using a smartphone or the internet. So what a customer would do is if his bike was missing or stolen, the device would notify them via an SMS text message. He could immediately file a police report and then go on the internet or use a smartphone to locate his bike and recover it in less than 30 minutes.
Now, if you're sitting in a restaurant and you're eating, can you check and see if your bike is still out in the parking lot?
Absolutely. You just take your smartphone, you log into your account, and you can do a locate in real time right on the bike. You can disable the starter using your smartphone. Also, if your bike was to fall over or be moved without the key being turned on, it would immediately notify you that something was going on with your bike.
Now, how can people get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of us at 800-815-3639 or at infotrace.com. And InfoTrace is spelled with an E, so it's ENFOTRACE.com.
Behind me is the first turn for the Red Bull Indianapolis Motor GP. And there's going to be some exciting racing coming up here. And I'm with Leanne Looney from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tell me about what's going to go on this year.
Well, this is the 4th annual Red Bull Indianapolis GP, and some new and exciting things for this year. For the first time in 102 years, Harley Davidson will return to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to race. The AMA Pro Vance and Hines XR 1200 series will race here on Saturday and Sunday of the MotoGP, so that will be August 26th through the 28th, and we're looking forward to it. We've added a lot of V-twin elements this year. Harley Davidson will have a much larger activation. Vance and Hines will be here, as will JMP Cycles, Carrioc and Exhaust, Mustang Seats, Progressive, and we're really looking forward to it. There's something for everyone this year.
Now, we're going to take a little peek at one of these motorcycles a little later in the show, but you've also got something exciting going on in the infield during that weekend at night.
Yeah, for the first time, we're going to keep gates open till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. There will be live music both nights. For the first time also, bikes will be able to park on the inside of the track. You'll still be able to park on the back stretch, but we're creating a main street inside the track, so that'll be along the interactive display area, and it will just really enhance all of the excitement, and people will be able to be near their bikes as well as all of the display areas.
Well, I'll tell you, Leanne, I'm looking so forward to this year. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I tell you, you got to come out and see this event. It's a world-class event, and we are very lucky to have that here in Indianapolis.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve.
I'm here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway with a familiar face to Steel Horse, Jeff Stevens from Harley Davidson of Bloomington. Jeff, we all know your racing background, and you're going to take off into a new venture now.
Yeah, we're really excited to be participating in the XR Vance and Hines AMA Pro Racing Series. It's a series that started last year, but a couple months ago they added it to the program for the MotoGP. So we're out here today doing a test, and next week we'll be racing here. So pretty exciting.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, it's going to be a big thing for Indianapolis and for all the Harley Davidson fans.
Yeah, it's been over 100 years since Harley Davidsons have raced at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So I think this is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway's 100th year, and so it's just it's great to be here.
Now, I've noticed this morning, you know, this being the first time that any of the bikes have been on the track, you're quite nervous.
Me? Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it is new. I mean, this place is definitely intimidating. But we've got a good crew. We've got a great rider. Actually, I have a guy. His name's Jeremy McWilliams. Came all the way over from Northern Ireland to ride the bike for us, and I'm sure he's going to do fine out there.
Now, if you fans watch World Racing on motorcycles, you got to know this guy, Jeremy McWilliams. Welcome to Indiana.
Hey, thanks. Nice to be here.
I'll tell you what do you think about this new series they're running here?
Well, I mean, it's obviously pretty popular. There's over 30 entries already, so it's going to be tough. I guess everybody wants to show well during the MotoGP weekend. You know, that's why we're here. That's why we're with Bloomington's. They're pretty serious about it, and I mean, it's the first time for everybody on the track, which is cool because nobody's really got an advantage at the moment. At the moment, the track's a bit green, but it'll come good, and by next week it'll be good.
Okay, it's going to be great. And I hear you got to fly out tonight, go to Paris, and come back and do this all again.
Yeah, I wish I was staying all the way through. I love the place, I love the area, and we wanted to get the 2 days on track, but unfortunately, I have a prior commitment in Magna-Cour actually with a couple of riders, so I've got to go there and then come all the way back. So I've got a 30,000-mile round trip, I think, over the 2 weeks. But yeah, it'll be worth it.
All right, Jeff, in big-time racing, you got to thank all your sponsors.
Yeah, we definitely take some good sponsors to be able to come out here and do this, and so Biker's Choice has stepped up. Great aftermarket company. We've got Riders Insurance on board, specializes in motorcycle insurance, and there's one other one. Who is that? Oh yeah, Steel Horse TV.
Did you hear that? Steel Horse TV, we're sponsoring this bike, so you got to come out and root for that. Anybody else?
Those are the main ones. So Dunlop Tires, they're big. Vance and Hines, they're the sponsor of the series. Harley Davidson Motor Company. So.
Did we mention Steel Horse TV?
Steel Horse TV. They're gonna have a prominent sticker on the bike. So thank you.
This week's Bike of the Week belongs to Chris Lee. Chris, congratulations.
Thank you, Steve. It's just a 2002 Honda Sabre, and it's got Vance and Hines long shot pipes on it, and of course a custom paint job, Marine Corps theme with Wounded Warriors and POW-MIA recognition on it as well.
Now today, you won a special award, and that's why we're making you Bike of the Week. For the Champ Camp ride, they wanted to find a bike that looked like it had some heart, and that's why they picked your bike.
Well, I appreciate that. There has been a lot of heart go into this bike. Not just myself, but a number of other people have put a lot of heart and a lot of hard work into it. So
it's the meaning behind the bike is what really counts.
I do appreciate it very much.
Name the MotoGP rider whose place of birth was the closest to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We'll have the answer when Steel Horse returns.
Indy Powder Coating has been the top choice of racers and custom car and bike builders for over 14 years. Go where the pros go for all your refinishing needs. Located on Indy's west side, so stop in, call, or check us out online for your free custom quote. Get yours at Indianapolis Southside Harley Davidson.
The 200-mile-per-hour gravity-defying action of the Red Bull Indianapolis GP is bigger and better August 26th through the 28th. Because when the sun goes down, the party fires up. Celebrate IMS After Dark with concerts Friday and Saturday nights. Main Street will be rockin' till 10 inside IMS. Plus, feel the Harley Thunder with the new XR 1200 Racing and visit the new V-Twin area. Tickets are just $10 Friday, $20 Saturday. Race day tickets start at $40. Kids 12 and under are free with the purchase of an adult general admission ticket. Visit IMSTix.com to get your tickets today.
Welcome back to Steel Horse. Well, the answer to the question of all the MotoGP riders, which one was born the closest to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? Well, there are just a few Americans, so it's not too hard to figure out. The answer is Nicky Hayden. He's almost a Hoosier. Owensboro, Kentucky, right across the river.
What'd you think of the ride today?
It was a good ride. We did get a little wet at first, but it was in and out, so it was a good ride.
Was it cold rain?
No, it wasn't a cold rain.
Just a wet one?
Just wet. Very wet, yes.
Did you try to block all the rain for her?
Sure did. I always try to cover her up, make sure everything's all right.
Oh, it was great.
Did you keep her dry?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. What's your opinion?
It wasn't too bad. We got a little wet, but the sun came out and it's beautiful now.
Ride was great, and for a good cause.
Did you get wet?
Of course, but only briefly.
Was it cold?
No.
Did he do a good job keeping you dry?
Yes, he did, actually, yes. Sometimes. He's a great guy.
Really?
Yes, he's a devoted rider.
So you're cleaning his bike?
Oh, yeah. He's a good man.
Wish I'd have brought my bike. Do you love me?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
My
bike's dirty.
Oh, it's okay. You know, it could happen.
So you didn't get to go on the ride today. How come?
I was late getting to my sister's.
Well, we're glad you came out to support the end of the ride. What are your thoughts on what it benefits?
I think it's wonderful how everything that they do. They work hard and they care a lot about everybody.
And what are your thoughts on the ride today?
I think it's a pretty good cause, and that they all did it and all got together. I think it's a good turnout. Definitely because I also went on a ride yesterday for almost the same reason with Chris. And it's a great thing to actually see.
Now, Jim, you didn't really have any intentions on coming in this ride today, but you wound up here. How'd that happen?
We were riding by and seen it right here, so we pulled in. That's basically it.
So did you enjoy the ride?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very much.
Take a look at the second installment of the Southside Harley Davidson calendar.
This week's edition of Steel Horse. Be sure to get your tickets for the MotoGP. It's next weekend.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. And you know, we've hung out here tonight at our Wednesday night Steel Horse Bike Night here at the Brickyard Crossing. Hope you can join us in the future.
And don't forget about Longacre every Thursday night.
We'll see you next week. Be there. If you missed any part of today's show, you can catch us also on Comcast On Demand and the Steel Horse YouTube channel. And of course on Facebook and the SteelHorseTV.com. Steel Horse has been brought to you by Ladendorf Law with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases, and by Indianapolis Southside Harley Davidson, your Central Indiana Harley dealer since 1947.
Closed captioning provided by Abate of Indiana, preserving motorcycling for future generations. If it involves motorcycles, it involves Abate of Indiana.